Right. Let's begin.
Okay. So, Manali, you want to say something, or do I just start?
Yeah, so just a quick welcome to everyone once again on At Presence platform. And thank you so much for being here and trusting us. Most of you have attended the first and the second workshop as well. And for people who have just joined us today, we are really glad that you are here with us. And we are looking forward for Ami to do this workshop, which is very different from the routine topics that we usually get to see. And voice cadence is something I think which is important for everyone, being in whichever profession you are, or even in general conversations that we do. So I think, Ami, you can just start, I'm over to you right away.
Okay. Hi, everyone. A very good evening to all of you, and welcome to Voice Cadence. So, if you don't, my introduction, I would just like to say that, yes, my name is Ami, and I have been into training for 18 years now, especially into communication coaching. And I love working with that. And with that, I will just start today's session. Voice cadence. So, before we do, there are a lot of activities we are going to do today, a lot of vocal warm-ups. So we'll just do a simple introduction where you just need to tell me your name and what is voice cadence for you. So just tell me your name and what is voice cadence for you? A quick introduction. Yeah, we start with you. I think names also I can see everybody, but something about you and why are you fascinated with voice, or why are you here for this? Yeah. Can we start with Nupur?
Yeah. Hi, Ami. My name is Nupur, and voice cadence for me is something because it tends to bring a kind of rhythm in your voice, and you are able to create a much greater impact not only on the audience but also in day-to-day life whenever you are communicating with anyone. So it should not be, your voice should not be flat, but it should have certain highs and lows.
Okay. Shweta?
Good evening, Emmy. My name is Shweta. Voice cadence means a lot of clarity with mind and the clarity with mind and poise with the words.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Richa?
So to me, voice cadence is more to, have your voice come reaching out to people and they understanding what you're doing. It's just simply all of that, of course, your modulations and all of that is there, but how you just communicate with others, how you reach out and how you touch their soul with yours.
All right. Okay. Bhamini?
Hi, I'm Bhamini, and actually, I don't really know about this thing, and that's why I'm come over here.
All right. Thanks, Bhamini. Kitika?
Okay.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, everyone. And I feel like last time when you gave your prelude kind of a thing last week, Pooja Chauhan was one of the participants, and I still remember what she said, that our voice is the extension of our personality. And if I go back to my childhood, we used to be, encouraged by our parents to listen to the DD News, the English version. So I used to be so impressed with this newsreader with the name of Rini Simon. So the voice modulation and the voice itself has impacted me so much at this age also. So I strongly resonated with your webinar today. And the moment Mona and Debrati, they mentioned about it, I was so excited to attend and even learn more about it.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Kitika.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you, Siddhan. Yeah. Sangeeta?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so voice, according to me, to be an effective communicator, we need to work on the voice modulation. So by voice modulation, I mean, according to me, it is the pace, the pitch, the stressing of the tone, the clarity, and what else? Yeah, that's it. So
Okay. Siley?
Hey, hi, Ami. So, since I have, uh, I'm on my journey towards becoming a trainer and facilitator, I have seen two types of trainers. Some are like super excited and energetic, and they like bring up the energy of the session completely. And even there are some who are soft spoken, but they have like a gravitas in their voice, and it's still equally impactful. So I am sort of um, in the process of discovering what sort of a trainer I want to be, and sort of discovering how my voice should modulate during my sessions. So that's why I thought your session was very interesting. And
okay, thanks, Siley. Okay, just a one sentence answer I want from people. What is voice for you? People who have not answered. Meena?
And voice is something that speaks a lot about you before you convey the meaning of what you are speaking.
Okay.
I hope I'm making sense here.
Okay. All right. Yes, Meena, you want to say?
Yeah. So, voice cadence, a very interesting terminology. And when I looked up in the dictionary for the meaning, it made me even more, attracted to this workshop. So, yeah, as a trainer, I just want to learn techniques to incorporate intonations, while I speak. I understand the importance though. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yes. Anyone else?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
For me, voice is a reflection of yourself. So when you are speaking to somebody, you are reflecting a part of you. So that's being a teacher, I use it more often in different ways. So I just want to learn how, what is it that, it's different from our scenario of the school, beyond school. Thank you.
All right. Do we have anyone's left to speak? Poonam?
Yeah, hi, Ami. I joined a little late. My voice represents me. So it's a very important part of me, yes.
All right, thank you. Okay. Anyone else would like to speak, or we go ahead? Okay, I have shared a small Menti link now. On this Menti link, you need to tell me any famous personality, okay, whose voice, you're very fond of his voice, his or her voice. Any famous personality whose voice, with good voice, and you can add two, at least two people, two famous personalities with good voice. I just want you to fill the Menti link.
The Menti link is in the chat box.
Yeah, it's in the chat box.
Yeah, everyone is able to access it. If not, then we'll put it in the WhatsApp group. If anyone is not able to access it, please, let us know.
Okay, I've shared it once again. So just add your insights. What do you think? Any famous personality whose voice has created a great impact? You started. Is it easy to fill in?
Yes.
Okay. Just a minute, I'll just share. All right, I can see a lot of it. I think I've shared. Okay. Now, there are some names which were already there because I just did this. So I think I was being able to share the same link with you. Can you see the screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So, okay, I think I've shared the same link which just happened with the batch. 1 minute. Huh? All right. So there are a lot of names here, and there were some names which were already there, and you've added some. So tell me, these famous people, why are these voices so important? Anyone? Why do you think are these voices so important for you? Why do you think this famous personality has this voice? What impact does it create? What happens?
Because when they speak, they tend to speak it from their heart and they tend to build that connect. It's this is clearly visible in their voice. So the two people whom I wrote was one is Priyanka Chopra and the other is Narendra Modi. So
Okay.
whatever they speak, it's very well visible in their voice and it's so impactful.
Okay. It's visible and it's so impactful. All right. Any other insights by anyone? That why do you choose Amitabh Bachchan or why do you choose Narendra Modi or Michelle Obama?
May I?
Yes.
Yeah, so Amitabh Bachchan is like, of course, we all love his voice because it's like whatever he says is like we feel that impact is coming. The thing that with the emotion is coming out of his voice, and I like Vidya Balan's voice because it's I sounded very soothing and very mild. So whatever she's saying, if even if intense dialogue or funny dialogue, so that emotion again, that emotion comes out. Yes.
All right. Okay. So actually, it's said that all parts of communication skills, I think some of you already mentioned this when I was asking you the first question, are rooted from acting, some kind of acting from our childhood, from our neighborhood, from our parents, from the people around us. So it all comes together, like what your parents were saying, their language. A lot of times people tell us, you talk like your mother, you speak like your mother, you speak like your father, their tone of voice, their phrases, and you get influenced by the people around you. You get influenced by movie stars, by the people on the radio, people on TV. And then because we get influenced, we try to speak in that way. Do we? Yeah. So voice is more of an acting, the way you create an impact, the way you speak. Now, what is it about your own voice? Is there anything about your voice which is holding you back? Anything, you can put it on the chat. Anything about your voice which is holding you back? Okay, maybe confidence, all right?
Energy.
Energy, okay. We just have two of you. All right. Are most of you on your phones right now or you are on the laptop? Because we just got to do a small activity with your phone where you will be recording something. Okay. So I'm
On my
going to
laptop. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to, if you can keep your phones with your recording on, I'll be asking you 4 questions and you need to answer these questions. Okay.
We record it on the phone?
Yeah, you have to record your voice on your phone. Yeah. The first question to you would be, okay, we are going to do this activity which is called, what are you doing? What are you doing? So my question to you is, what are you doing the rest of the day? What are you doing the rest of the day? And the first answer which you are going to give me, just a minute. Are you being able to see my screen?
No.
No, right? Something hanging here. Okay. All right. What you want to do is you're going to answer me, what are you doing the rest of your day? And you will be talking like you are talking to your best friend. So if I'm your best friend who has called you up and asking you this question, what are you doing the rest of the day? I want you to record this answer quickly and 1 sentence answer.
So everyone can just mute yourself and
Mute
start
yourself and
recording.
start recording. Okay. Just let me know if you're done. I can just, okay. Now, what are you doing the rest of your day? If your boss is calling you, who is very annoying, an annoying boss is calling you and you need to answer him, how will you say? Or what will you say? What are you doing rest of your day? Okay. Just give me thumbs up if you're done. Okay. The third question, if your roommate, your life partner, or your flatmate is called you and asking you, what are you doing rest of your day? What would you answer? Just record. Now, the last one, finally, pretend you're talking to a complete stranger. Okay, he or she doesn't know you, maybe the teller of the bank or the hairdresser. And here's the question again to record. What are you doing the rest of the day?
I'm sorry, can you repeat, ma'am? Sorry, I missed out. I
The
muted.
last one is a complete stranger.
Okay.
Or someone in the bank, a teller in the bank, or maybe a hairdresser. Someone you don't know. I mean, most of us know, but a stranger is talking to you and asking you, what are you doing rest of the day? What would you answer?
Okay. Thank you.
Well, all of you have 4 recordings. Done, everyone? Now,
Okay, Ami, they have to record on WhatsApp, right? Normal voice recording.
Oh, I asked them to do it on their recorders actually.
Okay,
but
recorders.
If they've done it on the WhatsApp, it's okay. You can do this. This activity is like a homework actually. I'm just going to give a gist of it and then you can practice every week. So, okay. All of you have done it on the WhatsApp? Oh, okay. All right. It's okay. Even if you've done it on the WhatsApp, you can just see.
I've done it on the phone recorder.
Okay, yeah. I wanted you to do it on the phone recorder actually, because that's how you're going to evaluate yourself. Now, you have these 4 recordings, okay? What do you think about your recording? Did your voice change between the people you speak to? Completely? Okay. Okay. So the first question asked to you was, I'm going to give you, pass you an evaluation sheet on your WhatsApp, where you can evaluate yourself with your voice. Now, you will have to evaluate yourself on these parameters. The first one, voice relevance. And you can use these for all. You don't need to write anything. I'm going to give you the sheet, so it's going to stay with you. So did your voice change at all between the different imaginary characters you're talking to? Did it change? Yes? Can I have some answers? Let's use our voice.
Yes, it changed.
Okay. Yes. Confidence. How confident did you sound? Did you sound confident to all of them or few of them?
Few of them.
Few of them.
Yeah.
Okay. It was all made up, but were there gaps between each sentence or in the middle of the sentence while you were thinking, or what did you say? Did you fade out at the end or end at full confident volume? Your volume was different?
Yes.
Were you stuttering? Do you repeat any syllables or the questions?
No.
No. Okay. Was there a lot of clarity?
Yes.
Okay. Speed. Were all the 4 recordings, do you feel you were speaking too slow or too fast?
Yes.
It varied. It varied.
It varied.
Yes, according to the person.
How resonant was your voice? Okay. Mainly, how resonant was your voice? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a WhatsApp. I'm going to share a PDF with you. Okay. And you are going to evaluate yourself on all these parameters end of this week, next week, and maybe after a month. If you do something what I tell you every day. Okay. You're going to evaluate yourself on these parameters. You can evaluate yourself from 1 to 10. There is no right, no wrong. You will see how you speak. And you got to record your voice. Record your voice once a week, or maybe do it every day, I would say. Really do it every day and see what happens. Now, we'll come back to that. We're going to do some vocal warm-ups, which are very helpful as a trainer. Just a minute. I don't know why there's a little problem in facing and sharing my screen. Okay. All right. One of the most important thing as a trainer when we are talking, or when we are talking to anybody, what skills are really needed? Verbal, non-verbal. Most of you are trainers. So what do you think? Verbal or non-verbal? Which plays a better or a more important part? Anyone?
Non-verbal.
Non-verbal? Okay. Non-verbal, especially posture. Okay. So I want all of you right now to sit straight and have a good posture. Because posture is one thing which really creates an impact. It does happen that a lot of us are surfing around the phone or fidgeting with the phone when we are talking to someone, and we don't realize how we are talking and what we are really trying to say. So one of the most important thing is to sit straight and posture, and that builds confidence in your voice. If you sit straight, you do relax your belly. Can we do that? Can we just breathe in and breathe out? Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Again, a deep breath in. Notice your breath. Notice your breath. Okay. Once again, 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Now, I want all of you to warm up your face. How are we going to do that? Now, these are some regular vocal warm-ups. If we do this regularly as into training or into any field, it does help us to enhance our vocal cords. It will open up your vocal cords and the way you speak. And this is advisable to do every time in the morning, especially in the morning hours. So warm up your face. How do we warm up our face? Imagine you're having a candy or a toffee in your mouth. And when you're eating this candy, close your eyes. Okay? Close your eyes. Imagine that you're having a candy. Maybe not 1, 2, 3, 4 candies. 4 candies with you. Now, when you have this candy, I want it to go, candy should be more like a toffee. And I want you to go all over your mouth. I want you to chew it very well. In, out, chew every part of it. Maybe try to close your eyes, you'll be focusing more. Okay, in, out. I want you to roll your tongue around the corners. Okay, this is a kind of voice yoga, which is very helpful, and it helps you when you are, it's a very powerful vocal warm-up, which you got to do it. And you got to move all the jaws, because a lot of us speak into empty eyes. We come from different accents, different parts. And this really warms up. It's very impactful and helpful. The next thing we're going to do is, like you did chew your candy, we are going to warm up our face. Now roll your tongue behind the lips. Blow air through your lips. Take your hand. Sorry, I have my microphone, which will be on mute and do it. Okay. Warm up your lips again. Now, this is going to be a little like a comedy. So if you have a people around your house, don't worry. Don't worry. It is going to be a bit of an acting. And working on your vocal cords becomes a little bit like overacting. Okay, not acting, but it becomes a bit like an overacting. So we're going to do that, all of us together. Now, when you roll your tongue behind your lips, you blow air through your lips, warm up your lips, hum on a sigh. So take a deep breath in, everyone. Do you feel the vibration on your lips? Do you? Can I have yes?
Yes.
All right. So this is a way of humming. Humming is a wonderful technique, a wonderful vocal, to work on your vocal cords. Humming is a must for everyone. And so you hum on a sigh. Now feel the buzzing on your lips. So you once again will do humming. 1, 2, 3. The next thing we're going to do is warm up your nasal regulators. Okay, your nose. So create a bright sound of me. How would you speak me in a very bright way? Me. Okay, so continuously keep talking. Send the sound through your cheekbones. Me. Okay, me. Can you do that? 1, 2, 3. Okay, can you be unmuted and let's see what's the effect. If it's not working, we'll do. Okay, can you do it? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Once again. Okay, or 1, 2, 3. Me. All right. So warm up your nasal regulations. This creates a sound me. You're working on your cheekbones here. This is a cheek massage. Warm up your articulators. Now repeat after me. Okay, everybody be unmuted and repeat with me. Topica.
Topica.
Thank you. Okay, now we play with the pitch and the rhythm. Integrate your voice. Slide sound from the chest. Okay, me at the nose. Okay, now me will come from your nose. Me. You can touch your nose and see the vibrations you're getting. Okay. Now, me at the chest. Me. Once again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Me and me together. Me. I can't hear sounds, guys. Be a little louder. Get into your. I hope you're shy. Okay, once again. Me. sounds you're getting right now? Yeah. So it just enhances, it's just a matter of practice. A lot of times we feel we are very soft spoken and we don't know how, but for trainers or for teachers or for any of your jobs or professions, or even if you want to go on a campus to corporate, you want to prepare for an interview, the vocal warm-ups work for you. From movie stars to voice artists to everybody knows, vocal warm-ups do wonders for you. Now, the last one will do it, which is a very regular and a common one to be practiced. Now, I told you to have your candy. Imagine that candy is a cinnamon flavor or a very bad flavor. The flavor that you really, something like wasabi, some flavor that you hate. So you have to create a ha sound. Your tongue has to come out completely. Okay. So this is a comedy here if you have someone around you, but we're going to do this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ha. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ha. Get it from the throat. Try. Ha. Touch your throat. Ha. Ha. Let's do it 5 times. Ha. 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 Okay. Now we do a hum sound. Take a deep breath in. Hum. Okay. 5 times. Hum. Can you hear your sounds of hum? 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath in and out. Okay. Start. Take a deep breath in and flow with the hum from your mouth. Hum. Okay. The last one. Deep breath in and we'll make a ma sound. Okay. Ma. Again. Ma. Okay. Now ha, hum, and ma, all 3 together. Okay. All 3 together. Let's start. Ha. 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 Okay. Hum sound 2 times. Hum. Okay. So what happens is, this is a very, very helpful technique if you want to work on your vocal cords, if you want to work on your diaphragm and increase the quality of your voice or make it sound better. It really, really works. So try this at home and just let me know. How did you feel, by the way, doing it? How did you feel?
Do those laughter sort of exercises also help in this? Like,
oh, definitely, definitely. I'll talk about it. Yeah, there's a silent laughter, which works wonders here. But like Sally, like the quality of voice you have, you know, the loudest also, if you speak, you think you sound a little low on your voice. Do you feel that? But if you practice this with the activity I gave you right now, the evaluation, and just see how different you sound after few days, after 15 days or 30 days. But this has to be done regularly, and hopefully mostly in the morning hours. It is beautiful exercise. It works wonders and it does work on your vocal cords. I think one of you here, Poonam, you come from voice. You've been a radio jockey. earlier, right?
I am, no, not earlier. I am one now.
You are one. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys must be doing a lot of voice activities or voice exercise. Do you?
I mean, not at the studio, but yes, at home, because I sing as well. So we have a lot of those voice like, you know, exercises and all to help activate our voice. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Then there is one technique which works wonderfully for breath control, and it again improves your voice quality. You become more fitter and there's more clarity in your voice. So a lot of times, you know, we are speaking, we are talking, but people don't understand, or there are a lot of points which are not very clear. To clarify them, I mean, I worked in China for 10 years, so you know they have a very different accent, and to clarify or work on their voice and accent, we use this technique called as 1-4-2. 1-4-2. So I'm just going to share my screen now. Has anyone heard of this?
No.
Okay. So 1-4-2. What do is you hold on your breath once, then you inhale and you count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then slowly you exhale from your mouth. Okay. So you hold on your breath. And you exhale. Actually, I've been into training since morning today. So my voice is down and I'm doing a voice. But see how it works, and it will work beautifully if you really do it together. So everyone, hold your breath. Take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. Okay. Can we be off mute? Just to see how it goes. Okay. So we'll be holding your breath. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 2 with the 2 breaths. Again, hold it in. Take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. So this technique is called 1-4-2. Now, it's not necessary you need to do all of these techniques together, but even if you do 2 or 3, like the ha hum one I told you, 1-4-2, and the toffee thing where you put the toffee in your mouth and just work on your vocal warm-ups, it works brilliantly to enhance the quality and to get into a better voice. So this is one great way. Postures, I told you, your postures work wonderfully for you. Now let's do this activity. We'll do a small voice modulation on your cadence. Now I'm going to read this for you. Okay, before I read, let me start. I need any volunteers who would like to read this. And you have to read this with emotions, like the emotions go in the paragraph. Any volunteers? Okay, Siley, go ahead.
Okay. This is my voice. There is no music and there are no sound effects, only pure, clear sound for my ears. I can convey my message in many tones and many emotions. I can speak in a very light whisper to share an intimate message with you, or my voice can boom. Or my voice can boom deeply, demanding respect for those who are listening. My voice can express sympathy to those who has just experienced a great loss, or it can reflect happiness one feels after having accomplished something great.
Okay,
I don't know.
Good try. Okay, anyone else who would like to try?
Ma'am, may I try?
Please go ahead.
This is my voice. There is no music and there are no sound effects, only pure clear sound for my ears. I can convey my message in many tones and many motions. I can speak in a very light whisper to share an intimate message with you, or my voice can boom deeply, demanding respect for those who are listening. My voice can express sympathy to someone who has just experienced a great loss, or it can reflect happiness one feels after having accomplished something great.
Okay, good try. Anyone else who would like to try?
May I try? Okay.
Go ahead, Shweta.
Yeah. This is my voice. There is no music and there are no sound effects, only pure clear sound for my ears. I can convey my message in many tones and many emotions. I can speak in a very light whisper to share an intimate message with you. Or my voice can boom, deeply demanding respect for those who are listening. My voice can express sympathy to someone who has just experienced a great loss, or it can reflect happiness one feels after having accomplished something great.
Okay, but I still felt it was going on the same pace.
Okay.
Okay, but anyways, good
Ma'am,
try.
ma'am, should I try?
Yes, Shivali, go ahead.
This is my voice. There is no music and there are no sound effects, only pure, clear sound for my ears. I can convey my message in many tones and many emotions. I can speak in a very light whisper to share an intimate message with you. Or my voice can boom deeply, demanding respect for those who are listening my voice, for those who are listening. My voice can express sympathy to someone who has just experienced a great loss, or it can reflect happiness one feels after having accomplished something great.
Okay. Again, Shivali, it was good, but I think all the tones were sounding same. Okay, let me try once, okay? And you can give me very honest feedback, whatever. This is my voice. There is no music and there are no sound effects. Only pure, clear sounds for my ears. I can convey my message in many tones and many emotions. I can speak in a very light whisper to share an intimate message with you. Or my voice can boom deeply, demanding respect for those who are listening. My voice can express sympathy to someone who has just experienced a great loss, or it can reflect happiness one feels after having accomplished something great. Could you feel the difference?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyone
Ami, yeah, Ami, I'd like to try, please.
Poonam, please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. This is my voice. There is no music.
Yeah. Just take your headphones, earphones, mic just a little ahead. I think your screen is
I think
hanging.
Poonam's video is frozen.
Yeah, an intimate message with you. Or my voice can boom deeply, demanding respect for those who are listening. My voice can express sympathy to someone who has just experienced a great loss. One feels after having accomplished something great.
Yeah, very nice.
Amazing, bang on. Really, really
Very
nice.
nice.
Very well done. Okay, thank you so much, Poonam. Yeah. So, did you get it? How different it happens, or what is the power of your cadence with your emotions, the way you use your emotions, and the way you speak? Anyone else who would like to try?
May I try?
Yes, please.
This is my voice. There is no music and there are no side effects. Only pure, clear sound for my ears. I can convey my message in many tones and many emotions. I can speak in very light whisper to share an intimate message with you. Or my voice can boom, deeply demanding respect for those who are listening. My voice can express sympathy to someone who has just experienced a great loss, or it can reflect happiness one feels after having accomplished something great. Thank you.
Yeah. Any feedback? I hope you guys are open. We're just discussing. Okay, again, it's sounding the same. When you're whispering, you got to whisper. When we are demanding respect, we got to respect. So, these are some emotions and they happen with practice. If you regularly practice on the way you're speaking or the way you're trying, that's why the first activity I gave you, like a homework, which you really evaluate. you will come to know how different you sound to different people, how you sound with different moods as well. You know, what your mood does to your voice. There's one more very interesting cadence activity I have. We'll do it in a while. Any other insights? What happened when we did this?
Like the words meanings, like when you and Poonam spoke, it was reflecting, the words meanings were coming out clearly. Like, you know, when you talked about whisper, when you talked about happiness, both of you had
the emotions were there.
Are reflecting.
Yeah. Richa, you tried as well?
No, I would like to.
Okay, I'll give you one more activity to try in a while,
Okay.
and which has more emotions than what we have right now. But this, I will be sharing this with you. So, you know, you can practice and you can see how different you can sound with different emotions. Now with this, I'll give a very small one. The same way we'll do a very small one where I will just ask you to say hello. If you have to modulate your voice and if you have to say hello to a small child, how would you say hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
You have to say hello to a friend you're meeting after 10 years, your best friend you're meeting after 10 years. How would you say hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. How would you say hello to a neighbor that you don't like?
Hello.
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 Okay. So to someone you have just found doing something that they shouldn't do.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Okay. All right, let me give you one more. How would you say hello to someone on the phone? Okay, no. Okay, how would you say hello to you catch hold of your boyfriend doing something with someone else?
Hello. I know.
You have to have the questioning look.
Good one.
Good one, Richa. Good
No,
one.
very good one.
Good
Okay,
one.
now, if you have to say goodbye, let's go with the goodbye to a member of your family going through the boarding gate at the airport, and this family member is very close to you, and he's going abroad for many years. How would you say goodbye?
The words are difficult at that point.
You just have to say goodbye. How would you
It
say?
will be a silent one. Like,
Yeah. Because you'll be too busy crying, no? We'll be.
Okay, or goodbye. All right. If you have to say it to someone who has been annoying you,
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
bye.
you know, my son is 4 years old and he's in virtual school. Okay, now he's just started and he's still taking time to speak and all. So the moment the school starts, he's distracted, and we are all of us are, me and my husband, we are sitting and making him sit in front of us. I was like, you know, pay attention. As soon as it's 10:30 and the class is going to get over, he's like, bye, bye. And he doesn't speak. Okay, he's still taking time to open up and speak. Like, but this one word, goodbye, goes to bye, and the laptop is closed.
Bye. It's embarrassing, in fact. Bye, ma'am.
Yeah, it is. And okay, so that's the power of goodbye. Okay, now again, if a child is starting the first day at school, how would you say goodbye? First day of school.
Bye. Bye. All the best.
Okay. Now we'll do one more. What have you done? Okay. To someone who is scolding you.
Bye.
What have you done? You have to say, what have you done? To someone who is scolding you. Someone
What have you done?
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Could you please repeat?
If you
It
have
is
to say,
confusing.
what
Are
have
we
you
being
done?
scolded?
Sorry?
Are we being scolded or we are scolding
No,
somebody?
no. You are speaking this word, what have you done, to someone who is scolding you. Someone is scolding you, but you have to say, what have you done? Imagine your mother scolding you and you say, what have you done?
Oh, I would not dare to do that.
Okay, I'll give you another one to someone who has just done something very bad. How would you say?
What have you done?
What have you done?
To unexpected rainfall.
Yes. Oh, it's
Unexpected rainfall. Okay. Now you're very well dressed up. You're going somewhere and suddenly there's a rain. So you're talking to the rain. Unexpected.
Hey, what have you done?
Okay. To someone who is in love.
Oh, what have you done?
What have you done?
So, all right. Any learnings from this activity?
Today we should have, I think, awards also later on.
Any insights?
I'll probably laugh like this after a long time.
Yeah. So, any insights of this? Why did we do this? And what does it say?
Whatever we think tends to, project the same thing projects in our voice also.
Yeah, whatever you think, the same thing persists in your voice also. We realize, there's a very nice book I read recently on conscious communication. You know, these days people learn emotional intelligence and a lot of things. So it's very important to be conscious or know how we communicate to different places. I'll just give you my life example, okay? Apart from training and giving you techniques and everything. I moved to China in the year 2008, okay? Now, when I moved there, I was a voice and accent trainer in India. And they say Indians are not entertained in China. Indian trainers cannot work. Indian teachers can't work. And they say we need native speakers. Okay, we need, so every time I'll call, I'll try to speak in an accent. But the moment my CV goes there, they see I'm with Indian passport, it's no, a big no. What I would do is, and I was scared in the beginning. You know, you go to a new place. I was a corporate trainer in India and I was doing well in corporate training. And suddenly I went to this country. So what happened is once I entered university, okay, a foreign language university there, I was well groomed and all. There were a lot of foreign teachers. Everybody was casually dressed, very cool environment. The moment I entered the dean's office and I started communicating, so I decided to do my vocal cords, my breathing exercise, and I entered the room. So I was like, hi, my name is Amy and I'm from India. My mom's from England, but I've lived in India. And this is what I do. And this is, you know, so I just started talking. And that moment I realized I got that job very easily, where no Indians were allowed in the whole city. There were 5,000 Indians living there. And it was a very good job. Like I was training sophomore students in the college. And my voice helped me a lot over there. Not only because I was speaking in an accent, they could understand the neutrality. And it is powerful. Even if you start, or if you've started, or if you worked or done some kind of a telecalling, your voice has a lot of power. So I remember there was an example where we worked for a company called as RCI, where we were selling, like, you know, Mahindra Club resorts. People come and try to sell you. So I had to study the whole geography of United States, and I was working and I was trying to sell something called as RCI, Resorts Condominium International. So, you know, thank you for calling RCI. And we would speak in an accent. So there was this particular month, I mean, I'm not dragging myself, but I made the maximum sales. And it happened because with my voice, I would say, ma'am, you can get into the Bahama Beach and the Orange Lake Country Club is the best resort. You can have the best time with your boyfriend and do. So, you know, the more you modulate your voice, it helps. So the opposite person on the phone, he doesn't know me. I've not been to United States at that point of time, but he or she would create a whole picture around them. And anybody, I would say everyone can do this. Everyone can do this. All right. When I was brought up in a very a simple English medium school with a lot of Maharashtrians, and I moved to a school which was convent, absolutely girls' convent, where, you know, these nuns are very strict and they have these rules and regulations, and they force you have to speak in English. So somewhere you're put into the crowd to speak. So if you're hesitant about your voice or if you're shy, my advice would be try. If you practice, and one best way, I think, for presentation, for trainers, a lot of you must be knowing, is practicing in front of the mirror. It creates a great impact. The more you practice, it will make you in a win-win situation in any aspects. And you can practice your voice, you can modulate it, and it works for everyone. It definitely, it works wonderfully, especially usage of emotions, they work wonderfully. So 5 most important aspects of communication we talk about is pronunciation. You all know pronunciation?
Yes.
And pronunciation works better if you do tongue twisters, the regular practice of tongue twisters. So any simple tongue twisters, you take them into consideration. And if you practice them regularly, it helps you to improve the way you are talking. Even if you have an MTI, it works on it. The second most important thing, what we did right now is tone, tonality. The cadence is about tone. It's about emotions. So if I have to say a very simple sentence here, I love you. Okay. So can we just exaggerate on I love you. Everyone, can we do that? 1, 2, 3. I love you.
Love you.
I love
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Which is powerful? Which one would you like? Your husband or anybody telling you? Which is better?
I love you.
I love which
The last one, I feel that you.
The last one. The
stressing
you.
on you.
Very true. Very right.
Stress on you.
The last one, because it's on you. When you're saying I, you're giving importance to yourself. When it is love, it's all about love. But if someone is going to propose a girl, I love you. That you is very important. You know, that power. Like they say, I want to give you a bunch of red roses, but I want to give you a bunch of red roses and not someone else. So that's the power of cadence and the emotions, the way you work. Okay, we'll do one more modulation exercise now. Just a minute, I'll just share. So 1, 4, 2 works, your fun intonation works. And now let's see with the last.
Ami, I have one question. So,
Sure.
like right now, we worked a bit on the tonality. So, how do we work on the pitch? Like my pitch is quite low, right? So, if I have to maybe project energy, it gets difficult for me because energy requires like a higher pitch, sort of.
Okay. Okay. So again, I would say you practice the same vocal warm-ups and your voice will open up. Another way is blowing. There's a technique which is called blowing straws. You know, you take straw and you try to blow again and again and again and again. And that is one very powerful technique which works on your breathing and the way your mouth works. And you do get into the high pitch. Practice reading loudly. Saili, as much as possible, try to read loudly. Read and practice with emotions, practice reading loudly. It will help you on your pitch. Gargling is a technique, one way where you gargle regularly and even the salt water gargle helps. Gargling. I think someone was talking about a technique where laughter is a great remedy. So we can try this. I want all of you to laugh. But when you're laughing, it has to be a silent laughter. Okay? Like, okay? Just try once. 1, 2, 3. Okay? 1, 2, we'll do 5 times. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Three times are done, right? 2 more. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Once more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You can laugh properly now.
If I can share something here,
yes,
in my hostel days, I used to laugh very loud in my hostel. So the first, when we've stayed in paying guest, the first lady used to be a Goan. So she used to enjoy the laughter. She says when you come, the house is like, it moves. There's a vibration here. But the second year when we shifted to another Hindu lady's house, properly, like, very religious and all that, she said there are neighbors around. You need to laugh, with like, lower your tone. So I did practice this. So
Okay.
my friends used to laugh around, but I used to do it silently. So silent laughter.
Silent laughter. Yeah,
It's
it's
just
a very popular
mind.
technique. Another way to, if you think you sound very low, okay, or your voices are not working, one way is, I don't have it right now, but you take an empty matchbox, okay, and a straw. And see, try, for example, if this is a straw, you take a straw and an empty matchbox, and you try to blow that matchbox to another level. See how far it can reach. And you keep doing this for every 2 minutes, 3 minutes in a day. You keep blowing and the matchbox will move around the table. You just keep it on the table and you blow the straw. So that helps. For people who have a strong MTI, mother tongue influence, you keep a pen in your mouth and you try to do tongue twisters, pen or even a straw. Straw. Sure. She sells on the seashore. She sells on the seashore. It helps. Because if you are from North or if you're from MP, UP, even Gujarat, there are certain R's, there are certain sounds which you don't know and they don't open up. It's very difficult because your whole environment has been like that. So this is one technique which works beautifully as well, where you can put a pen or a straw in your mouth and then you try to do tongue twisters. For people who learn accent, there is a way where a kerchief, you take a kerchief, cut it into 2 parts, make 2 balls out of kerchief, one on the right side, the other one on the left. Again, you practice tongue twisters or you practice things like, there's a jaw exercise, but this is not a complete accent class. Otherwise, I would have done that. They do a jaw exercise like oot, oat, ot, art, ite, eat. There's a lot of jaw movement done over there. So these are some ways. Yeah. Any questions?
Yeah, we can start with the questions. It's exactly 7:40, so we have time. And please feel free, everyone, to ask questions and any clarifications you all need. Yes, Nupur.
Yes, sometimes I feel that my voice is directly, like it was not earlier, but now I feel that my voice sometimes directly comes from here. So although I'm not speaking very loud, but when I go back and listen to any of my call recordings or something of that sort, feels like it's getting a little more shrill. So anything which I can do to remove that?
So you feel that your voice is getting more louder? Or
not.
Okay, do you feel this or people around you also feel the same?
I don't think so. People have told me, but then I just listened to few of the normal call recordings in a sense. So there I noticed that although I'm speaking in a very softer tone, the voice is directly coming from here and a little bit of shrillness gets attached to it.
See, in call recording, I've even seen a lot of times, sometimes we are conscious and sometimes the way we are holding our microphone is also very important, the way we are speaking, because through that also, there's a lot of itchiness. But for now, I would recommend you to just practice these vocal cords, which I'm talking about. To practice them regularly and you see the difference. Now, I'll just share the same slide once again, what I started the session with. 1 minute. And I'm going to share this with you. So okay. So, when you do this exercise, day 1 score sheet, you try to do this for 30 days. That is what is said. If you really want to work on your voice, once a week is also okay, provided you do those vocal cords regularly. Okay, you got to do them regularly. And when you do this, voice relevance, your confidence, try to do it. If you're evaluating yourself, once your voice is recorded, keep some friend or family member with you, if possible, just to see how you sound. You can score yourself as well, and you'll see how the other person is also trying to tell you. And it does make difference. If you're regularly doing it, it will make difference in your voice. It's
So
just that
this you will be sharing, Ami, right?
yes,
So we can
I
share
will
it
be
on the
sharing on
WhatsApp
your
group.
WhatsApp, definitely.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so that's one thing.
So Ami, can you yeah? So can you give some exercises for how we can stop saying these or
Yeah,
the
same
in
thing I
between?
wanted to ask.
Okay, again, the pen technique works. Okay, also when you're speaking, okay, you count the syllable that you're speaking. Hi everyone, how are you? Hi everyone, how are you? So try to speak slowly. If you're preparing for a speech or you're doing something and you're speaking a lot of hers, try to use this pen technique where you are like, okay, hi everyone. My name is Ami and I am a trainer and a coach. So, you try to use this technique and then see where your R's and Ums are coming. Again, even putting it in your mouth and then speaking also helps to get rid of those R's. One way I would also recommend people to join club like Toastmasters. It's a brilliant platform to improve your voice. I mean, it's helped me. I'm a part of it for like last 2 years. But anyone who is fidgeting or you are lacking in your confidence, because they evaluate you, you have 2 sessions a month or something. If you don't want to be a member, you can just go as a guest. Virtually, it's free for everything. Even I can invite you to my club. It's free if you just go as a guest and take part in extempo rounds out there. So extempore is a very good way to practice when you get a lot of ers and ums, and you try to use this pen technique where you're putting a pen around you and you see how many words you're speaking and when those ers are coming.
Can
They
I
will go
request
down.
you the name of the club you were mentioning? May I request?
Toastmasters.
Put it in the
Kitika,
chat.
I'll share with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And one more thing. Sorry, Manali, you were saying something?
No, I said I'll share with you. I'll share with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And one more thing, probably being from the teaching background, you always having that teacher's throat, which is always so loud.
Yeah.
And I usually get that feedback that there are only two of us in the room. You can be softer.
Okay. This happens with me as well. This does
Yes,
happen
ma'am.
with me as
So
well.
what do you specifically
Happens with
suggest?
me also. As a teacher, it happens with me also. I get complaints from my husband.
It happens. I get complaints from my in-laws.
Yeah, I remember my voice had actually changed and everyone used to call me, you sound like Rani Mukherjee now. And I forgot singing also. So, I had to do a lot of work on it, to work on my voice and come back to normal. So
Because
thankfully,
the throw of the voice is so strong because you want the last bencher also to listen to you.
And people give me an option to sing, sing Usha Uttup songs.
Oh my.
Good one, Richa, again.
I would say be conscious about your communication. When you're trying, you try it for a week, try it for a day, try it for an hour. Be conscious when you're communicating at home with the kind of people around you. The more you're conscious, what happens is because it's home, like, the activity we did, it will tell you about how conscious you can get, because your different answers to your friend, to your husband, to an outsider, you will sound different, right? You won't be loud to a person who is outside the house. You will be loud to people who are in the house because that's your home. That's the comfort zone. So you've got to be conscious about it and try to use it in certain ways, like just be conscious, I would say.
Yes.
That's what I do.
Mindful of.
I do. I was staying in a nuclear family, and suddenly after 10 years, I moved in a joint family. So, we are so loud and we live in our own space. And suddenly, I was with so many people and I had to come down. So suddenly I realized with my accent and tonality, you just have to be conscious when you're talking. So the more you're conscious, it helps. That's one way.
I think even in trainings, because when it comes to, you have to know exactly the time when you have to raise your voice while giving certain examples on, and it also depends on the topic. When you're talking about, say, leadership, you need to have that kind of a josh in talking while you're talking about certain topics like this, whereas when you're talking about empathy, automatically your tone changes.
And also the audience who you're
Yes.
conducting the same session for, the way you conduct an emotional intelligence for senior management versus college students, it will
Absolutely.
automatically change.
Absolutely.
The whole, everything around it will also change.
Yeah, I think it comes with practice, and then we can
Yeah.
use these techniques, to kind of work on it.
But this recording definitely will help.
Yeah.
Again, in the work that Ami has given, that will definitely help.
Yeah. If
I
you
have a question, ma'am. I'm sorry, may I?
Yeah.
What are the professional work opportunity we can explore with our voice?
You can be voiceover artist, you can be voice coach, you can get into, if you think your voices, you can get as a presenter, anchor. There are a lot of things you can do with your voice. Training.
So, ma'am, is there a particular platform which caters to professionals who are into?
There are professional voice coaches, voice schools are there in Mumbai also, a lot of places around actually. I can send you some of the addresses if you're looking for something or some particular thing you want to get into very keenly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, just briefly, if I can say that when I was young, I was grown up listening to Amin Sayani on the Vivid Bharati. My mama was obsessed with it. So as a kid, I always wanted to be a radio jockey. And during my 11th, 12th high school, I also did the internship at Radio Mirchi. And I was there like 9 to 12 रात का show होता था. So that was like Purani Raat Baat Mulaqat Mein Hua with Meghna on Radio Mirchi 98.3 FM. It's hard, kind of that entire vibe. But फिर वो सब fade हो गया and I got into management and everything. But still, I feel that I can experiment and I can see that, how my voice can give a shape.
You can start your own podcast.
Yeah, you can start your podcast. That's
Why stop? Just start.
Yeah. Just start your podcast. That's the best way. Best.
But Meghna, do it. Do what you want to do. You should do it. Go ahead and do it. Yeah.
Sure, ma'am. Thanks.
I wanted to be a radio jockey and I ended up being a trainer. So from the very childhood, I wanted to be an actor and then I wanted to be a jockey and trainer. But training is all about acting and talking and speaking. So
yeah.
That's how
I remember even, in Ahmedabad when Radio Mirchi was launched, I was one of the first few people who went there and did that.
Okay.
Yes, I remember Richa, you telling me about it. Absolutely.
So there are many radio jockeys in the room, is it today?
Yeah.
How interesting.
And it's very different, we used to do this activity like, okay, you're not talking to a person one-on-one. So it was like, okay, I'm a radio right now. So you can't see me, you just have to register to my voice.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, good to know that. So that helps. And the voice activity I did, this is your voice and how you sound. Do you want to do one more activity before we leave? Can we?
Yes. Yes, please.
Do we have time, Manali?
Yeah, we have 10
we
minutes.
have 10 minutes. We can.
Yes, because I missed most of them just coming from Dr. place. Though I was like online continuously trying to catch up whatever I can listen, and I heard that sound and this, but I couldn't do it because I was at Dr.
Okay. We'll make sure that you do. Now we want to talk about somebody's birthday.
I have one activity. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a minute. Okay, now let's see how all of us sound here. And okay, can you see this page? Okay, do you see emotions? Okay, who would like to go first? So it starts with happiness. It's one story, goes to sadness, anger, disgusting, fear. And I want you to get your emotions. We have done a bit of warm up. So drink your water and be here. Yeah.
I think Richa wanted to do it because she missed on the first activity, I remember.
Okay, go ahead, Richa. And then Sumita, you can do it as well.
Oh, yes, Sumita also, please. Yeah. So Richa, you want to go ahead?
Okay. I can do the happy one. I do one of it?
No, you have to do complete. It is a list for one and you have to do it at one go. Or maybe you can
wait for my turn. Can I go next?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so I have to do it?
Yes, go ahead, Sumita.
Fine, I'll try.
All right.
It was Judd's birthday. All his friends came to his birthday party. They all ate birthday cake. Judd got lots and lots of presents. Then Judd and his friends played some games. Judd gave his friend a big hug. Judd went to feed his pet goldfish, but it was not swimming. It was not even in the fish tank. Judd's fish had died. He really missed his fish. Judd was at daycare. He went a long time building a block tower. So long, in fact, that the block tower was very tall. But then the boy came and touched his beautiful tower. Just said, "Be careful." But the boy knocked it over anyway. Judd wanted to yell at that boy and hit him. Judd found an apple. It looked big and juicy. Judd took a big bite. Then he saw that there was a worm in the apple. He spit it out as fast as he could and threw the apple on the ground. He did not want to touch it. Judd was in bed. He was all alone. And it was dark, very dark. He heard something moving in the closet. He didn't know what it was. He wanted to hide under the bed. Then he heard the closet door open. Judd wanted to run away. Okay. I don't know how good I was.
Good try. Just the anger part. I couldn't see just the anger part. You know, the
yeah, right. It wasn't so clear.
You did a good job. Happiness, sadness. It's just a matter of practice. Anyone else?
Thank you.
To try?
Shall go?
Yes, go ahead.
It was Jude's birthday. All his friends came to his birthday party. They all ate birthday cake. Jude had lots and lots of presents. Then Jude and his friends played some games. Jude gave his friends a big hug. Jude went to feed his pet goldfish, but it was not swimming. It was not even in the fish tank. Jude's fish had died. He really missed his fish. Jude was at a daycare. He spent a lot of time building a block tower, so long, in fact, that the block tower was very tall. But then a boy came and touched his beautiful tower. Jude said, "Be careful." But the boy knocked it over anyway. Jude wanted to yell at that boy and hit him hard. Jude found an apple. It looked big and juicy. Jude took a big bite. Then he saw that there was a worm in the apple. He spit it so fast he could and threw the apple on the ground. He did not want to touch it. Jude was in his bed. He was all alone, and it was very dark. He heard something moving in his closet. He didn't know what it was. He wanted to hide under the bed. Then he heard the closet door open. Jude just wanted to run away.
Okay, good try.
Very nice. Very nice. Very good.
Yeah, anger part was really good. And I misspelled in hurry. Judd. It's Jude, actually. Sorry.
That's okay. What's in a name?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So that's it. You want me to do it? Or I think all of you.
Yeah, Ami, go ahead. You can do it.
Right. It was Judd's birthday. All his friends came to his birthday party. They all ate birthday cake. Jude got lots and lots of presents. Then Judd and his friends played some games. Judd gave his friends a big hug. Judd went to feed his pet goldfish, but it was not swimming. It was not even in the fish tank. Judd's fish had died. He really missed his fish. Judd was at daycare. He spent a long time building a block tower. So long, in fact, that the block tower was very tall. But then the boy came and touched his beautiful tower. Judd said, "Be careful." But the boy knocked it over anyway. Judd wanted to yell at that boy and hit him. Judd found an apple. It looked big and juicy. Judd took a big bite and then he saw that there was a worm in the apple. He spit it out as fast as he could and threw the apple on the ground. He did not want to touch it. Judd was on his bed. He was all alone and it was very dark. He heard someone moving in the closet. He didn't know what it was. He wanted to hide under the bed and then he heard the closet door open. Judd wanted to run away.
Nice.
Fantastic.
So it's just a matter of practice. Anybody can do that. It's just practice. Win the world with your voice. Voice cadence or voice modulation is all about finding your audience, creating human connections. And I think I got these answers from you itself. So you are your voice, and I'm sure you can be a winner with your voice. So that's it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ami. Thank you. And if you all have any more questions, you all can directly connect with Ami as well. And I'm sure she'll help you out. But Ami,
Ami,
we
I
will
might
share.
contact you because I missed most of the part and I had few like queries. और अभी मेरे mind में कुछ आ भी नहीं रहा है, but I'll contact you.
Yeah, sure. I also do these advanced courses on voice where, you know, we try to take your voice to the other level and we work on voice coaching, communication coaching. So you can reach me anytime, no issues. I think Manali will be sharing my number. So yeah. And any feedback, one learning or a takeaway or any feedback on the session. We'll be sharing a Padlet as well that you can add, but if you can verbally also tell me with your voice anything that you feel like. Anyone?
We should make a little more conscious of how we speak.
Okay.
Like, you know, when you talked about various emotions, many a times when we speak about that, it doesn't reflect as we want to. Like when I tried to read that, the previous activity, it went flat. So that conscious thing was not there. Although we try to do this when we do dramas with children, we do that.
Yeah.
We try to make them practice with all kinds of emotions. So that time we're conscious, but now I didn't. It was flat. So you need more conscious, more of a conscious effort in that, I think.
All right. Thank you.
The activities were really nice. So I think I'll practice regularly and like keep trying the different voice modulations and emotion modulation.
Okay. Thank you, Sally.
And Ami, may I just say that I think from this, one thing is very clear that voice modulation makes a lot of difference in making a training session very interesting, whether you're a trainer or an RJ. I think the voice modulation will really catch the attention of the listener or the audience and, you know, really make the whole thing much more interesting. And one thing I wanted to say was, like, coming from an army background, Mona will agree with me in this. We used to have a game, you know, where the sentence was, "Aaj phir pee ke aaye ho." Okay. "Aaj phir pee ke aaye ho," and each participant had to pick up a slip of paper, and if it was written anger, so you had to, you know, say it with anger. "Aaj phir pee ke aaye ho," and the audience had to guess which emotion is it. So they had anger, they had with a lot of love, they had sadness. So, you know, so people had to guess which emotion were you emoting. So this just made me remember that.
Wow.
Nice, really nice.
So you can try it out with your friends, actually. It's a very interesting game.
Good one.
I mean, I would just like to say, in the team at present, it was a fantastic session. I actually opened up after such a long time, and it was sitting here connecting with so many happy people. It was a fantastic session. Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Actually, it didn't felt as if, you know, I'm actually sitting in a proper kind of a session. It was more of conversational, and those exercises are really useful. I think that if I do that on a regular basis, at least something will happen.
I would say even if you do 2 exercises from here, okay, it will really, but you just have to be regular. We have to be consistent in the approach. I think that's how we train people on. And yeah, that's the thing.
Okay, so any two specific exercises which you would suggest Ami to do out of all these?
Hum sound is a must. The humming sound. You can even do Om chanting regularly. It does work. If you want to work on your muscular thing, then you do the toffee exercise, taking your tongue out. The last 3 I told you about. I'm going to share that page again with you, so all of you will get that. And yeah, you can work on that then.
I think the toffee exercise even works for the wrinkles part, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Bonus.
Bonus.
So we get younger while we talk.
So remember, 2 exercise on the tongue. So if you, for Siley, I would say if the toffee doesn't taste good, that exercise will really work. Taking your tongue out and.
Yeah. So if we can have more cameras on, we can take a group
Yeah, we'll
picture
take a
before
group
we
picture.
close. Yeah, and what we'll do is we'll share the Padlet link again on the group so that if people have missed on writing on it,